Getting some work done on the 69 Camaro again. Firewall is basically as it was before. Did a little bit of work inside here. Got the little patch corner in here for where the header collector goes through, so it doesn't really intrude too badly. Got this corner put in here. Same on the other side. And a couple little spots here that were holes that were just kind of stamped in from the factory. Got that one closed up. So I think that's all I'm going to do inside here until I decide whether I'm doing a rotisserie or if I'm just going to get under the car and finish weld after everything is stripped out. So now I've moved to the trunk. The frame rails are not in horrible shape, but I'm not using the shackle mount anymore. So I think I'm just going to cut, I'm just going to cut this back along here and remove this whole section with the frame rail. And then I'll go around here and remove what I can of this. Gotta be careful not to cut into the lower section, which I did here when I was removing it, so I gotta go in and weld that up. So I'm gonna clean all this up first, and then hopefully by the end of this week, I'm gonna cut this back the same as it is on this side, and I'll angle across here and then down to the frame rail, tie it into the back section here where the original frame rail is underneath there. So I have to see if I'm going to remove that piece and put it back after, or perhaps that piece is available separately. If it is, maybe I'll just remove that one and buy a new piece and put it in after, because trying to get that in is out in one piece without damage, so it's going to be difficult. Okay, so now I'll start cutting. Okay, so I've got the sections of frame rail cut out here. Sorry, it's really dark. On this side and on this side, and I've got it removed from the tail panel on each side. So I just need to go in and clean this up. Then I'll run my frame rail from this tail panel and attach it to the rest of the frame in the car. And then I'll run a piece of square tube from that, which I'll tack onto there and then tack to the table. Then I can remove these bumper mounts and the rest of the floor. Because right now I have a support here that's bolted through that, and a support here that's bolted through it, holding it in place. So I don't want to remove these until I get the frame rails in place and attached to the table. Then once that's attached to the rear panel and to the car and the table, then I can take the rest of this sheet metal out and put my floor in and whatever pieces I need to go along this corner, because I need to get my frame across here and down, and I also need to cut a notch here for my exhaust, because I want to put a muffler on each side. I did consider putting a fuel tank on each side and run the exhaust through the center, but I think it's more hassle than it's worth. Okay, so the next update, hopefully I'll have the tail panel all cleaned up and some frame rails at least mocked in.